Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and in this video, I will be going over the top 4K Blu-ray deals you can currently find over at Amazon for July 1st, 2023. The deals listed in this video are active as of this recording, and if you're interested in any of the titles I talk about, direct Amazon links can be found in the comments section below. The 4K edition of The Big Lebowski is right now $10.99 over at Amazon. I did a full review of this title if you want to check out my thoughts. Long story short, it's a very good transfer, and it also has an upgraded audio mix, so head on over to Amazon and pick up your copy. The 4K of Wild, starring Reese Witherspoon, is $13.99. I actually have not seen this one, so I can't speak to the quality of the disc or the movie itself, but if you're a fan of it, head on over to Amazon and secure your copy. Hacksaw Ridge on 4K is right now $9.99. This is an excellent 4K. I did a review on this one way long ago, but yeah, definitely check this one out, and I highly recommend you pick it up. For $13.50, you can pick up the 4K of Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. This is an interesting film. I actually did read the book way back when, and the movie is actually pretty good. So you want to check it out for yourself, you can do so over at Amazon. For an outstanding price of $8.99, you can pick up the 4K edition of The Greatest Showman. This was a 20th Century Fox title, and they put out some stellar 4Ks. This one is no exception. It has some exceptional picture quality, and the audio is pretty top-notch. And I highly recommend you pick it up at this price point. Universal's animated feature, The Grinch on 4K, is $11.70. As far as 4Ks go, it's actually got really decent picture quality, and the audio is pretty good as well. So if you got kids that really like this one, or if you're a kid at heart, head on over to Amazon and pick up your copy. With the July 4th holiday just a few days away as of this recording, the 4K edition of 1776 from Sony is right now $15.50. So if you've never heard of this one, it's an interesting historical musical, and this is a Sony release, so you know you're getting really good picture and audio. Barnes & Noble's July 50% off Criterion Collection sale is now active, and of course, Amazon is price matching these titles. And I thought I would list some titles that I do recommend to check out, and once again, direct Amazon links can be found in the comment section. So I would highly recommend checking out WALL-E. This is right now the only Disney Pixar film to enter the Criterion Collection, and I do feel it's a really nice upgrade. And I also just recently rewatched Richard Linklater's Dazed and Confused on 4K, another nice transfer. And of course, Martin Scorsese's Raging Bull. I don't think I need to recommend that one. It kind of speaks for itself. Criterion's recent release of Thelma and Louise on 4K is another high recommend. The picture quality is pretty good. And Denzel Washington starring in The Devil in the Blue Dress is also a really good upgrade. And also another recent Criterion release, Time Bandits, is absolutely worth checking out. The 4K edition of Triangle of Sadness is also worth looking into. And David Lynch's Lost Highway. It's a much needed improvement over the Blu-ray for sure. And the classic film noir Double Indemnity is a high recommend. And the last titles from Criterion I'll recommend in this video, The Piano, absolutely check this one out. It's a good looking transfer. Uncut Gems is a really awesome film. It's very intense, and one of the first Criterion 4Ks released when they started releasing them, and one of the rare Netflix films to arrive on physical media. The 4K edition of Okja is absolutely worth looking into. In a 4K sale video earlier this week, Universal had a whole bunch of 4K releases for $13.99. Well, a lot more has come out since then, so let's get started. The 4K edition of The Sting is a high recommend. Classic cinema always looks good on the format. And the family film Abominable is also worth checking out, especially if you got kids at home. And Shrek on 4K, while not the biggest difference over the standard Blu-ray, it still has a nice grading to it, and I do recommend it. And the 4K edition of the cyberpunk action film Mortal Engines is also $13.99. And it's still one of the best all-time 4K discs when it comes to picture and audio. It is absolutely a demo-worthy disc, and I think it is actually a fun movie, despite some of the hate it gets online. And Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on 4K, also for the price point. And Smokey and the Bandit, another older film that looks good on the format. Some of the Fast and Furious films are also on sale, as the original The Fast and the Furious and Tokyo Drift, which I feel is very underrated, and Fast and Furious. All three of these are also $13.99. And for classic cinema, To Kill a Mockingbird on 4K is certainly worth checking out. It is a very nice upgrade. And a pair of Alfred Hitchcock films, The Great Psycho and Shadow of a Doubt, both are also $13.99. And if you want a good representation of classic films and how the 4K format really just gives it a whole breath of fresh air, Spartacus. This one is a high recommend and worth picking up. And the 4K edition of The First Purge is also on sale. And lastly in this video, Monty Python's The Meaning of Life, which I still can't believe got a 4K release, is at the $13.99 price point. And Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Basterds, I do recommend this 4K. I know there was some controversy about it, but I stand by my review of it. And if you want to hear my thoughts, head on over to my channel and check it out. And speaking of Universal $13.99 releases, a lot of the titles I featured in the video earlier this week are also still on sale, so check out that video for more details. And once again, direct Amazon links to the titles I listed in this video can be found in the comments section. If you use them, it really does help out the channel. But also be sure to let me know what titles I talk about you're planning to pick up for yourself. And finally, a special thank you to my Patreons for your continued support. It is very much appreciated. If you would like to support me through Patreon, I will leave a link in the description of this video. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.